before was my mother-in-law, Frances. Frances and I went to the same school at the same time down in Texas. I was working on my master's at the University of Texas, and she was getting her PhD. And so I don't know that too many people can say they went to school with their mother-in-law and enjoyed it. But I really did. We miss her greatly, and I wish she could be here as well, because, again, she was an inspiration. But Granddad's here, and he's representing the whole Meskill clan. And so if you get an opportunity, I really would like you to stop by and see a wonderful man who served his entire life in support of the United States government as well. And he has done an awesome job of raising a wonderful son, and another son and daughter too. But I think I picked the best one of the bunch. And I've had a very long and rewarding career. Here in Virginia, I've been blessed. I've been blessed to be here for quite a while. And here in Virginia, I have yet another family. The Kuntz family has become part of every holiday, every birthday that we've celebrated on both sides. We go to soccer games together, and basketball games together, and volleyball games together, and track meets together, and Lake Braddock events, and White Oaks events, and really, Wendy and Carl and Keenan, thank you so much for being here. You are a part of my family, so I'm very grateful that you're here. And another group of very inspirational women that I have had the fortune of being a monthly part of is my Bunko Babes group. The Bunko Babes of Burke. Stand up. Stand up. Now, these ladies are truly a patriotic and supportive bunch. They have helped not only me, but the other 12 of us through by getting together and being able to talk about the things that are bothering us, that are inspiring us, that we can talk about our husbands, our kids, our schools, the teachers, everything. And they've really, really made the past 7 years very rewarding. I really appreciate it. And speaking of rewarding, as I mentioned, I've been blessed to be in the Air Force this long, and also to have been here in DC this long. But I'm also blessed to have been able to serve with each and every one of the folks in this room. And I wish I could go and individually say something to you about how you've affected me, how you've made my service better, and how my life has been better because of you. But it is before a 3-day weekend, and I know I won't be able to do that. So from the very beginning, my first assignment with Ian and Barry, who are there, to all the assignments in between until now, I want to thank you. Thank you very much for being a part of my life and for being here today. And I forgot to mention, my cousin's in the back. She's been here since the very beginning too. She and I are the same age, and she drove over from close to Annapolis to be here today, so I really appreciate it. Thank you, Janet and Patrick. So, before I go, and because I'm not going to go individually and thank you each for what you've done, I do have to recognize the people in the first and part of the second row here, because they are the ones who are going to have to live with me after this ceremony. You guys can get rid of me, say, okay, you're gone, you're retired, but they're not going to be able to forget. So first, to my husband, Bill. I promised when I joined the Air Force that I would never, ever call you the wind beneath my wings. So I've decided to call you instead the driver of my Mustang. I love you and the family that we've created above all else. And I don't say that often enough, and I definitely don't say it publicly. I always was able to use the PDA excuse not to do things. So now that's going to change.
We've never kissed while she's here.
So I am looking forward to spending more time with you during retirement. So I figured I'd give you a small gift. It's the orange envelope there. And we'll start with a Segway tour of DC. So maybe we'll go and do that same night that we go and have dinner. David and Mark, I'm hoping that you'll remember this day and think about how rewarding it is to be part of something that's larger than yourself. I love you both, and I'm very, very proud of what wonderful young men you are. They've really pitched in and helped me out this week. I've gotten more hugs this week, and I needed them, than I have in a long time. So thank you. You're awesome. To Granddad, thank you for accepting me into your family and treating me as one of your own. I have indeed become a daughter to Granddad Meskill, and I cherish that position. I'm very fortunate. To my brother Reynold and my sister Virginia, I also want to thank you both for being so supportive. They've made it to my last 2 promotion ceremonies as well as to this. They've gone out of their way. They have not, done the military route, which is fine. That's okay. But they put up with a lot of me and my control freakiness, and I really appreciate it. They've been very supportive. To Lynn, Annabelle, Katie, and Elizabeth, you are all very special to me. I don't have any daughters of my own, but I really wish that if I did, they'd be exactly like you. You're very talented and sweet, and I really appreciate you coming in. And I hope you're inspired by being at the Women in Military Service Memorial. Thank you for sticking by me through thick and thin, and for being there whenever I've needed to vent. Teresa is my weekly phone call, and believe it or not, she has made a weekly phone call from me, or to me, or from me, since I left Ohio on the 5th of July, 1985. Every week, whether I'm in Korea, California, here in DC, whether she's traveling, whether I'm traveling, Teresa has always been there. And I don't know where she got this sense of devotion, but she is a wonderful, wonderful person. I've never seen a friend like that. And she has shown me what the definition of friendship is. So, Teresa, thank you. I really appreciate it. And thanks to each and every one of you for what you do every day. I've really enjoyed serving with you, and I hope we have the opportunity to work together in the future. And as a very wise person once told me, you can't grow without change. And so even though I hate change, and I can't stand the idea of leaving my Air Force family, I need to. It's time for me to grow, and this is the only way I'm going to do that. And so I did have a line in here about my family growing even larger, but I thought that would scare Bill. So I'm not going to sing that part. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it.